What's going on, everybody? So, as I promised, this is going to be the official introduction to my 2000 Yamaha Vstar 650. For the motorcycle nerds, the XVS 650. Starting off with some basic stuff. This is a carbureted motor. So, yeah, you got to pull the choke, set the fuel, and let it warm up. Unlike your fuel injected bikes, which like cars, start it, give it a couple seconds to idle down and warm up, and you can take off and you're set. Real quick, some things that the bike has on it is it has an aftermarket LED headlight, which I did not put on. That came from that was on when I bought it. Some aftermarket bullet indicator lights, front and rear. If you guys saw my Instagram at all, I did put on a black aftermarket air cover, air filter housing cover, just to kind of break up all the chrome. I do have what's called a double wide. Hold on, let me fix this. I do have a double wide seat, but I don't like it because it's that studded kind. So I replaced it with an OEM style seat off of Amazon. Cost like $35. I don't plan on having anybody ride with me at the moment because I'm still getting used to the bike. I haven't been able to ride as much as I would like because of the rain and whatnot, but I'm doing what I can. As far as aftermarket mods, it also has a set of Cobra short pipes with some extenders on it. They are staggered. They are chrome. So right now the bike is really dirty. It needs a really good bath. I've yet to have a chance on doing that. But everything is, everything is good operational standing. I'm just doing some tidying up. I did order, however, what's called a clever lever off of somebody on Facebook in one of the groups, because this bike does have a habit of the springs for the OEM clutch, or the OEM clutch springs. They have a habit of wearing out, and when they wear out, they leave you with a very, very small friction zone. So unless you're a highly experienced driver or rider, which I am not, it makes it very hard to find the clutch zone. So that leads to the question, did I dump the bike? Yes, I did. About 3 minutes after I left my buddy's house with it, I dropped it right in the middle of the turning lane. Luckily, my wife was following me, and luckily I had waited until traffic had let up before I took the chance. But once I did that, I took it to an empty parking lot, which was right in front of me, which is what I intended to do. Not drop the bike, get to the empty parking lot. I spent about 20-25 minutes practicing with it, and I was able to get to a point where I was able to take off without problems. And then once I did that, it was just like driving a stick shift. Downshift to slow down prior to hitting traffic, and then upshift when you're going. So yes, and so I've been working on this. I did have to rewire the back indicator lights because the wiring had been broken. So I fitted some connectors on there. So now all the indicators work. I had to order new bulbs. They were like 1157 mini bulbs, so I had to order those. I got a pack of those from Amazon. I do still have to do some wiring in the back because the front indicator bulbs stay on kind of like daytime running lights to match the HID, the LED headlight. And apparently, from what I was told from a shop that does inspections, they all have to match. So I gotta reconnect the wires in the back. So I gotta take the fender off, open up the brake light housing, and rewire that. So Not sure if I'm going to do that today after this video or in the future. But if I do, you guys will see the video because I will be making a video on it. I do have a kit that I ordered, a new oil, new crank cover gasket, and new springs for the clutch system. From what I understand, from what I had spoken to and discussed with some other riders, those upgraded springs, they make all the difference in where the clutch bites. Because as of right now, when you pull the clutch handle, it engages, but it doesn't engage enough where, let me fix you. So right now when you pull this, so right now the clutch engages right about here. I got an extra about 10% from the modifications that I did. Oh, I got a newer, not a brand new, but I got a newer clutch cable line. So that helped out a lot, along with the clever lever and upgraded clutch per size. So before I was like right here, this tiny little portion. Let me pull you guys closer. So before, my clutch was grabbing right there, which as you can see is like nothing. Now it's grabbing right here. It's better, but I would still like it to be maybe around like right here. So from what I understand, the springs, so this is the crankcase, so oil filter housing, crankcase. So the pressure plate is on the back. The flywheel is basically up, is alternating between the clutches, and then you have your flywheel springs per se mounted to the front of a cover over here. Those springs do not fight off the application of the pressure plate that well, which allows your friction zone to activate. So that's what I'm looking to fix, because when you're releasing off of the clutch lever on a motorcycle, for those of you who are not familiar, you're supposed to get a little bit of a roll. You should literally be able to ride the bike at a slow roll of about 5 to 8 miles per hour and manipulate the bike in that manner. I can't do that on this. Now I've gotten it to a point where there's a little bit of a tug, and as soon as you feel that tug, you gotta hold it there, and your toes might kind of drag a little bit, and then you get on the gas and you can go. So it's much, much better, but I want to get it even better than that. So that's where I'm at. So when I do that project, again, I will film it. I will put the stuff that I bought down in the description as of right now, everything that I can, and then after that, you know, I'll make videos. The clever lever, there are videos on YouTube about what you can do. Basically, you just find the drill bit that matches the size of the clutch cable anchor. You move up, and then you move what, maybe up like 1/8 of an inch, something like that, and then you drill a new anchor point into the clutch lever. It will work on customs. It will work on classics as well, but the classic has a thicker handlebar, so they suggest doing it on that one first. Speaking of classic and custom, you guys hear me saying those terms. In case you don't know, the custom has a much shorter, let me show you, it has a much shorter rear wheel fender. So you see how this rear wheel fender stops on like the top quarter of the wheel? That's a custom. If it were to be coming about halfway down, further down, that would be a classic. Other than that, it's pretty much the same. Like, it's the same size bike, same size tires and accessories, stuff like that. There might be some small moderate changes as you go through on the years, but as far as I can tell, there's really nothing that drastic to change. And that's pretty much it. You know what I mean? Motorcycles are pretty simple to the point, clean and easy. This one does need a really good cleaning. One of my buddies has been nagging me about bringing it over to him, so I might just do that. But again, the bike is 23 years old. It's not going to be, this is not going to be my forever bike. At some point in time, I do want to get a Harley, but I'm going to use this as my test mule, my workhorse, to get comfortable riding day, night, whatever, highway. Get me more familiar with wrenching on bikes and the tools and then the habits of things that happen that come along with these types of machines. And when the time comes, I'll definitely be upgrading. So any comments, like, concerns, go ahead, leave them down in the description. Don't forget to comment and like this video, comment and like the video. And if you have any questions, let me know. And as always, Wrench Daily.